Life is challenging enough, isn't it? You don't have to make it worse by doing things you should not do to yourself. You need to stop being so hard on yourself. You need to stop putting that unnecessary pressure on yourself. And I know that a lot of you out there can relate to this. And this is something that I personally struggle with. We all tend to be achiever. We like to succeed. I mean, who doesn't? But it becomes negative when that's something you wanted so bad in your life and you start putting that unnecessary pressure on yourself. And that becomes a negative force in your life, and that really brings you down and not doing you any service. For example, past couple of weeks I was feeling low and I have a long list of to do items, a lot of things that I want to do, and there's been a lot of goals that I have had in my mind. And it just frustrates me because I see so many things that I want to do, but physically I am not doing it, or I am being very slow at doing it, or I am just procrastinating at doing it. And it's these times where I just put that pressure on myself because I feel bad for not being active. So I think it's really easy with social media to see someone else's life, their highlight reel of their life, and feel sorry about yourself. And then we start comparing, kind of like, I'm not that active right now, I'm not that stylish, or I'm not whatever it is, just fill in the blanks, and you make yourself feel smaller than that other person. It's not good at all. Basically, you're comparing yourself to all these glamorous stories on social media, and you're putting pressure on yourself to do more, to achieve more in your life. But in reality, nobody is perfect. Nobody is that super creative all the time or super productive all the time. It's just that self-imposed judgment that we put on ourselves, that I should be working hard, I should be doing this, I should be doing that, I should be super productive all the time, and just put that unnecessary pressure on yourself. So how do we deal with all this pressure that we put on ourselves? Remember that we are our own worst critics. Usually, your situation is not as bad as you think, it's in your head. Really, we look at ourselves like you will notice all your flaws and then you will compare to others because you are your own worst critics. So, you are going to be harder on yourself. But if you realize that other people, they are also not perfect as well, and they are going through similar struggle or maybe even worse struggle. Everybody has their own stories, everybody has their own battles. So learning not to judge yourself and not to judge others, and I think that we all would be more happier if we could just judge less. Understand and embrace that you have cycles in your life. You have cycles of ups and downs. You have winters, which are the low points, and you have summers, which are the high points. I have mentioned this before in a previous video. So just understand and embrace these cycles, that you're not going to be super productive or super amazing all the time. Otherwise, that would be summer all year long. So just understand that you're going to have your downtime as well. And that time, reflect on yourself, reflect on your life, and bounce back. And being okay with that, being okay with the cycles, embracing the low points as well and the high points, and just understanding that it's all just natural. Forgive yourself for being hard on yourself. You got to just find a way to take that pressure and let it go. Forgive yourself because you don't want to feel guilty about putting yourself down. And you just make it worse because you know too many negative emotions there. You want to bring love and compassion into your space. Embrace who you are and just treat yourself with love, support, and compassion. Next is a hack that will help you to release that pressure, is to take care of your body. So give yourself exercise and eat right. So I know that it's a boring tip, but it is just a hack that works in so many situations. If you take care of your physical body, your mental being, your mental state will improve as well. So your mind will be clearer and you will be happier. You will feel more inspired and more motivated. It's just strange that when you physically move your body, you bring more energy into your physical body. But you also bring more energy into everything else, like your creativity, your mind, and your soul. Next, turn off social media. It's okay to delete those social media apps just to get away from it and find yourself again. It's okay to unfollow those accounts that make you feel like crap. It's okay to unfollow people. It's okay to do whatever needs to be done for your own mental well-being. Next, and this is a journaling prompt that you can do after this video, is to ask yourself, what are the things that I have now that I once wished for? So it's remembering that you have achieved some things in your life, like you have things that you once dreamed of having it. And if that is the case, then in the future you will have more of what you want now. And it just takes times, and also just reminding yourself that you have accomplished that you can be proud of. That's something really awesome, that you should feel great about it. It boosts your self-confidence and it boosts your mood. Eventually you will stop being hard on yourself and you will find gratitude for what you have in your life right now. My last tip for you on how to deal with self-criticism is to simply find something that brings you joy. Do that thing and forget everything else. This could be a little creative hobby that you are doing on side, or just something that makes you happy. What's important is that it's something that you could lose yourself in and you could put all your energy in. So that when you are doing that thing that makes you happy and you really forget about that pressure, that criticism and all of that judgment, because you are busy in something that makes you happy. You forget about that because you are so focused on enjoying that moment. I hope this video will help you to deal with self-criticism and how to stop being so hard on yourself. If you have tips of your own, then kindly share in the comment section. And I would also wish to know that what you have now once you wished you have, because it's a kind of cool that we have things right now once it was a wish or just a dream. And it makes you believe that dreams do come true. I am that cheesy person who can say things like that. I hope you like this video, and if you aren't subscribed, then please hit the subscribe button right now. And also please follow me on Instagram because I share photos and stories there. Have a beautiful day. I wish you well. Bye.